KCAU 9 presents SportsZone with Sports Director Anthony Mitchell and Sports Anchor Alexander Huddleston. Your inside look at all the local sports action begins now.
We are the MOCFE Dutchmen. You are watching SportsZone. The highlights are now.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the KCAU 9 Sports Zone. I'm Anthony Mitchell. Alongside me, you already know what it is, Alexander Huddleston. Hey, man, another great weekend. What a way to cap off the month of January.
Oh my gosh, it is the end of month January. Holy gosh. Well, we have a ton in store for you tonight. Top matchups, big plays, and of course, our top stop and player of the week.
And like we always do here on our great Sports Zone show, we're going to start things out with our Sports Zone game of the night. And how about a rivalry in Orange City as MOC Floyd Valley boys basketball boast a 12-4 record against the top-seeded team in Class 2A, the Unity Christian Knights. Let's hit the highlights here. Knights have won the last two meetings. Dutchmen undefeated on their home court. Dutch win the tip, and it's the big man Drayden punt ending up under the basket and knocks it in. Kansas football commit coming up big there. A few possessions later, Unity looking to get on the board. A nice pass underneath to Braden Harskamp, and he put it in a little reverse layup action. This one a battle in the paint. Jacob Mulder throwing his body around, gets the drop. He'd lead MOC with 20 points. Unity back on offense, shot is missed. Crowd has something to say about that, but Austin Warringa quiets him down with a putback, and we got, you smell what's cooking there, an upset in Orange City. MOC Floyd Valley takes down the number one seed, Unity Christian Knights, 51-48. What a win there, and what a way to start the night. Another Orange City duel. It certainly delivered.
No, it was a fantastic game. But now it's time to get to the rest of tonight's action for round two on MOC. The Lady Dutch hosted the Knights. This series has gone back and forth for the last few years. Both teams looking to keep up in the Siouxland Conference Shuffle. Already up late in the second. They get it over to Kate Kleinhesslink. She hits the three. Now, later in the second half, Unity Christian clawed their way back from a double-digit deficit and took their first lead right there with Lindsay DeGroot and her layup. But the Dutch would take that lead right back and edge out the Knights 52-42.
And you know what they say, twinning is winning. A pair of number 11 ranked teams going to battle as Sioux Center makes a trip up to West Lyon. Middle of the second quarter, we're going to start here. Warriors pass it ahead to Marin Franken. The SDSU commit moving and shaking, knocks down the mid-range jumper to tighten the deficit 24-19. Back on the other end, the Wildcats working it inside to Caitlin Turwee. Just going to find some room here and muscle it in for the bucket. Nice play there. That extends the advantage to 29-19 home team. Back on the other end we go, going back and forth all night. The Wildcats working it inside to Caitlin Turwee, and she's going to hit that shot there, and West Lyon wins it 69-57.
Wow. Well, next stop brings us to the MRAC. Number 2, Bishop Heelan is in the driver's seat with a two-game lead for first. Warriors aiming for their first series wins 2021. Both teams evenly match as the Crusaders pass the ball. Melina Snoozy drops the ball. Her team picks it up, and the point goes to Elena Ross. Warriors trying to come back as Isabella Scap with the three-pointer, bringing the second score neck and neck. The Warriors are full of fire as McKenna Nelson passes that ball to Bree Vandertop as she dances around Crusaders and makes it. But the Warriors choke last quarter, allowing the Crusaders to win 62-44.
The MRAC musical chairs continues to churn on the boys' side. Heelan 7-3 in conference play. SBL 6-4. Within the first few seconds of the game, Crusaders passing the ball here. Abe Scott throws up the layup for their first points, and trust me, we got plenty of highlights coming your way. Make room for the Warriors. Gavin Arndt passes the ball to Kylan Vanderscaff, and he casually just lays it in. Our former player of the week coming up big again. Vanderscaff, we just said his name, and guess what? He's going to do a little something extra here. Tossing to Carter Galing, and you could add those 2 points. No style points included. Close game goes the Warriors' way, 73-66.
Sioux City North girls took the first meeting against West, aiming for back-to-back series wins for the first time since 2011. You don't see this every day. It's a popcorn spill on the north sideline. Great work by the Stars bunch. Already back to the highlights. Defense there with the early Stars in the offensive rebound. West comes up with the rejection. Adeline Vondrick with the two-hand stuff. North comes right back. Morgan Beeman with the rock on the baseline, drops in the two. This one, all Stars, 51-11.
Sioux City West boys have enjoyed success, led by one of Class 4A's leading scorers, and freshman Roman Henry. Wolverines looking for their third win in a row, visiting North. Wolverines running early. Eduardo Frazier backing down his defender. Spin cycle. He's fouled. Roll in. It's good. Frazier flexing. 11-2 West. Stars staying persistent. David Flores tries his first shot offline. Grabs the bucket. He counts it and flexing as well. 1-1 equals 2 on there. Time winding down in the first. Cross court pass to Cam Hegna. You can't leave this man wide open. He's going to hit this before the horn 11, saving the day like it's Stranger Things. Wolverines up 23-11 after one. Out of the huddle, Henry heating up through the contact. 2 of his 24. West wins 89-68.
That was a fun one. Up next, the top 5 tango in the War Eagle Conference standings. Harris Lake Park is second, while MCRU sits in fourth. Sidney Ray passes a Cora Niemer, who can't connect with the 3, but Peyton Rivers is able to get the offensive board and sink in a layup for the Wolves. Gracie Gunderson, she's going to pass it over, gets tipped and recovered by Tia Tenninger, who drives it home for a Royals bucket all the way to the basket. That one goes right in the oven. 2 seconds left in the first half, though. Wolves looking for another bucket. Right past to Lily Gunderson, who sinks it. Buzzer beater 3. In the end, the Royals are able to walk away, though, with a close victory, 49-44.
Another good game here. Number 2 MMCRU boys looking to stay unbeaten and hold off Hinton in the War Eagle standings. Harris Lake Park searching to stop their 7-game skid. Camden Bork to pass it to Brayson Mulder. The football state champ says, hey, I can hoop. 2-0. The hero fades it in for the 2 points. Royals continue their stride. Max Schnepp can't lay it in, but the Wolves are going to get the board. Mulder to Brandon Deckerman, who drains in one from Plymouth County. Royals stay on top. Bork passes it to John Schmillen. Wide open, cashes in another one from deep. Royals walking away with a win, 87-29.
All that bleached hair. Well, number 8, Spirit Lake girls feature 2 of the top 5 scorers in the Lakes Conference. Spencer's got a chance to hand them their first conference loss. Pick up action, third quarter. And he's up 28-24. Look at that breakaway. And on the fast break, she says thank you very much for that basket. Sends the Spirit Lake lead 30-24. This game would be close through the third quarter. Spencer freshman Callista Frankenstein with the nice scoop shot. Frankenstein would finish 13 points on the night. Tigers go up 36-34. But Spirit Lake pulls away in the fourth quarter with a 62-52 win.
Boys side of the doubleheader. Spencer won by 1 in overtime at home, hoping to secure the sweep of Spirit Lake. Spencer strikes first. Dylan Timmer with the 3, and the Tigers go up 3. That's how math works, I guess. He leads Spencer with 15 points. Later in the first quarter, Spencer now 14-3. Spirit Lake's Wesley Walls with a tough drive. He says, excuse me, Walls will score 20 and scores the 1,000th career point of his career tonight. Cuts the Spencer's lead to 14-5. Knows all Tigers there. Aurora and Hunter Pearson with a trifecta. Spencer would lead 35-12 after the first and win at 87-55. We've got to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. Plenty of big matchups on the other side of the break.
Absolutely. Plus, who will bring home our top stop and Player of the Week awards? We got some good candidates, so make sure you stay in the zone.
We're the Westside Wolverines. You're watching SportsZone.
We'll be right back after the break.
Our student section of the night going out to MMCRU. Plenty of cheers and plenty of fun. Yet another example of the Royals showing up and showing out to support their hometown team. Welcome back to the zone. There's been tons of great basketball so far tonight.
And it'll continue, but not before a quick pivot to the wrestling mats for the Iowa High School Girls Class 1A Region 7 state qualifying meet at Western Christian. 18 squads hitting the mats with state tickets on the line. Let's see who earns their place in Coralville. Let's get right to the finals at 100 CLGLRs. Molly Konitschke making quick work, scoring the pin in just 30 seconds to punch her ticket to state. Next up to 105, Burbs' Danny Curl is able to flip GTRA's Tara Sweden, and the reaction is all you have to see. Curl gets the pin in the third period and advances to state. We keep it going at 110, South Central Calhoun's Emery Kramer gets Spirit Lake's Cassie McKean shoulders to the mat, and she tries to hide back the tears as she secures her trip to state with the second period fall. For a full list of state qualifiers from Siouxland, you can find it on our website, kcu9.com. The state tournament takes place in Coralville on February 5th, and I'll be there to see you on the 6th.
Let's keep it rolling here. Congrats to all of our wrestlers on the hardwood now. River City Conference Tournament play. South Sioux City hosting Omaha Mercy. Cardinals with the ball. Briley Robinette passes it to Lola Phipps. Makes the basket. Mercy with the ball. Caden Rush passes it out to Soledad Peralta. Hits from 3 way downtown. Quick block here in the third by Bailey Durant, helping build up the Cardinal momentum. And she'd score here in the fourth. Just a couple-point lead there, and she's going to bank that 3. And Cardinals advance the final score, 43-40.
Now another big game in the Mini Dome. South Sioux City boys also in action. Their opponent, Mount Michael Benedictine. Nice floater here from Garrig Boldine. Another 2 for the Cardinals. Knights now with the ball. Short pass from Miles Wool to Connor Saul, who hits a 3 from the corner. make it 21-6. Knights in the second, and they go on to win 60-33.
Let's keep it rolling with college hoops. Friday night fun in Wayne, America, hosting Minnesota Duluth. The Wildcats are aiming for their first series win since 2018. 3 minutes into the game, Wildcats on the break. Cassie Allen to Lily Fitzgerald. That's 2 points. Score neck and neck. Wayne State down by 6, trying to catch up here. Fitzgerald is back at it with a layup, closing the gap to 6 points. But just seconds later, the Bulldogs going to bite back a little bit here. Myra Murjani gets the 3, and that's nothing but nylon. Wildcats can't catch up. They fall short. Final score 83-56.
Now Wayne State men's with an opportunity to earn a season best 4-game win streak. 2 of their last 4 losses to the Bulldogs have come in overtime. Start off with an epic steal by Wayne State's Andrew Stokes, and he rushes it down to the court, hands off to Kai Smith for the layup, making it 4-0 Wildcats. Now the score stays neck and neck minutes later as Stokes returns for more action, scoring for Wayne State. That man go, and he was on a roll tonight, juking out on Minnesota's Duluth for the layup here. Get out of here with that. Wayne State will add to their win streak as they beat the Bulldogs 77-70.
So the Stokes show, how about that in Wayne, America? Anyway, now let's check out our SportsZone scoreboard for some high school hoops here on the girls' side. A really close game going the way of West Monona, 60-58 over Akron Westfield. And Battle Creek in Nebraska defeats Boone Central 41-38. Boys basketball in the Western Valley Conference Tournament. Got a rivalry game. How about that? 57-50. Lawton Bronson, the Eagles taking down Woodbury Central. I know some Siouxland Bears are going to be happy to see that one. They'll visit the conference top seed OABCIG, who, guess what, Alex, defeated the MVA of COU. Say that again. And the Alphabet Bowl there in Tuesday's conference semifinals. Nebraska Archangels Catholic defeats Norfolk Catholic 73-68. Defenders improved to 17-1, ending the Knights' 12-game win streak. Full list of scores on our website, kcau9.com. And just wait for that Alphabet Bowl, man. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I barely can say my regular alphabet. That's all right.
Oh, let's keep it rolling here. We got to take another break, but don't go anywhere.
We'll announce our weekly awards, including Player of the Week honors, so make sure stay in the zone.
Hi, this is Cindy Duskett, SportsZone Player of the Week. This week's winner is coming up next.
He's our boys basketball player of the week. It's Sioux City West Eduardo Frazier. What a night for the senior guard and the Wolverines. West began the week with a big win on Tuesday over East, leading the way with 28 points. Coming up big time tonight against North with 28 again in West 86-68 victory against the Stars. Congrats again, Eduardo.
A big one for West, 89-68 there, the final. Our girls player of the week coming from Bishop Heelan, and it's Melina Snoozy. Crusader senior started off the week with 22 points in the team's 64-28 win against Lamar's on Tuesday. Following that up with 11 points in tonight's road win at Sergeant Bluff-Luton, helping the number 2 ranked Crusaders move to 16-0.
All right.
And now for our top stop, but how about this? We're going to make it college edition. Wayne State's Andrew Stokes. We saw this play, the first highlight for Wayne State. Stokes swiping this away, starts the fast break, connects with Kai Smith. Transition to Wayne State earns their 4th win in a row, defeating the Bulldogs 77-70. I know we said at the beginning of the show, what a way to end off January. Hard to believe, though, right?
It's crazy that January's already up. I've been here for, I think, 6 months now. This is crazy.
Time flies when you're having fun, my
We're
friend.
having a blast here at KCAU.
Game of the week, MOC Floyd Valley Unity Christian. Thoughts?
It was a packed house. Both sides. Unity Christian was, I mean, I know it's 2 minutes away, but, you know, packed house both sides. Everyone came out and cheered. It was a great time for both teams.
Looking forward to next week. You'll be at wrestling. We'll have some more basketball coming your way. For the rest of our scores, you can find them on our website. That is kcau9.com. For Alexander Huddleston and the rest of our hardworking men and women in the studio, I'm Anthony Mitchell. We'll see you next time in the zone.